Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review. Today, we are bringing you the latest from M. Night Shyamalan. This one's entitled Ode. So let's quickly give you synopsis and then we'll get into this film. A family on a tropical vacation discovers that the secluded beach they are relaxing on for a few hours is somehow causing them to age rapidly, reducing their entire lives into a single day. So, let me start off by saying it's a huge cast, so I'm only going to name what I think are the most two important people in this cast for this film, because that's the ones that really bring home what the impact of this film was supposed to be. And first is Gael García Bernal, who plays Guy. He's the main father in this one. And Vicky Krieps, who plays Priscilla. She's the main mom in this one. I think we can name Rufus Sewell, because that's the one that most people here will know him in this cast. So, first impressions of Ode is M. Night has done it again. And what I mean by that is we kind of saw a resurgence from M. Night a little bit when he dropped The Visit, which I think was a pretty good movie. And then he came back with Split. And right after Split, it was like, okay, this could be the resurgence of M. Night. This is like the redemption films that he was doing. And then he followed that up with, I want to say, Glass, and now Ode. And the old saying is, you are who we thought you were. And that's the best way to describe not only this movie, but M. Night's work in general. Ode is confusing, convoluted. It attempts to bring a mystery, not at all interesting one, but it has some of the best shots you will ever see in a film. Some of these shots are amazing. The scope he takes with some of the aerial shots in this film are great. Like, while I was watching this movie, I was blown away by the shots, and then I had to deal with the story, the acting, and everything else, and this movie was not good. This reminds me so much for M. Night of, I'm not even going to say The Village, kind of closer to The Happening and Lady in the Water, where the setup is good, the shots are really great, but nothing else matters, and that's how it feels with Ode. This was a wasted concept of a film. Because as the film opens up, we are introduced to the family. We're introduced to the parents and their children, as you've seen in every trailer that you've seen, if you've seen a trailer of this film. And they get to this resort where miraculously somebody comes up to them and invites them to spend a day on this secluded beach with a bunch of other hotel guests. And then we just see the aging process happening. At times, it comes across as thrilling, because you're so confused that you want to pay attention to make sure you're not missing anything. But after about 20 minutes of that, you're like, okay, this is just going to drag on unnecessarily for long periods of time. And it does. We see the descent into madness for some of the characters, which is the descent into aging, in all honesty, with these characters. And some of the moments of when, like, the children age up or when the adults get older are really good, but as a whole, the story still doesn't make sense. And even when you get to the M. Night Shyamalan ending of it all, you're still stuck like, wow, that was not a good movie. That was kind of pointless. I know people will say, again, if you focus just on the cinematography of this film, a lot of people will say this is a really good film because it looks great. M. Night actually in this one actually plays a pivotal role in this movie, which, again, hey, if that's his thing, which it is his thing to do, by all means, but it leads nothing to this movie. But if you're just going to a film and you could put it on mute, so this is why this would be a great film to watch at home. If you could put this movie on mute and not listen to anything that they're saying and just enjoy the shots in the movie, this could have been a dope experience to have. Maybe play a little light music in the background, like waves crashing and things of that natural nature sounds while you're watching it on mute. Not an issue. As long as you ain't got to pay attention to anything anyone is saying, so you don't have to pay attention to any of the performances in this movie, so you have to pay attention to absolutely nothing but the beautiful scenery in it and the beautiful shots that you get in this movie. That is all this movie is good for. This felt like it was 3 hours long, and it's, I want to say, about an hour and 45 minutes, somewhere in that area. It felt so long. It felt so drawn out. The whole concept, while cool at first, after a while, it doesn't give you anything that you're expecting from it. And not in a good way, not in a surprising way. I mean, in a way where you're like, well, what's really the point here? It takes so long to get to the conclusion and the point of why we are here on this beach and this island. By the time you get there, you don't even care anymore, because nothing has kept you interested in the film besides the parlor trick of these people are aging. That's it. And that's not enough to keep you engrossed into this movie. So again, if you're going for the beautiful shots, this is for you. If you're going because you're thinking this is a horror movie, this is not a horror movie. And that's why I did compare it to Lady in the Water and The Happening. And at first I really wanted to compare it to The Village, because it kind of reminded me of The Village in the sense that you're tricked. You think you're walking into a horror movie, and you get stuck into a very average to really bad drama. And that's what this movie is. It is a drama. There's not a thrilling moment in this movie for me. And I love horror movies. So I was really looking forward to seeing this film. And I was let down in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Especially, again, coming from, I thought that we had crossed over for the M. Night experimental bad movies to try to get you interested type thing. And he jumps right back into it. And at this point, maybe this is a director that we have. So, Old from M. Night Shyamalan. It drops this Friday. Out of a possible 10, I am going to give Old a 3.5 out of 10. Again, the performances are not good. The story is not good. It's not plotted well. It's not paced well. It is shot beautifully. Amazing. I can't speak enough on how great this film looks. And some of the shots that he takes, it's a shot of one of the actors, and just the scope of the shot looks amazing. And yet the actor says nothing to keep you engrossed into the film, which is the downfall of it, and that's why I did not enjoy this film. But again, check it out. It drops this Friday in theaters only. And this is a Universal film, so I think if you don't want to see it in theaters, which for the shots alone, I would say see it in theaters. But if you just want to skip it, I think it comes on Universal's theater window, probably in 2 weeks to 3 weeks to 40 days, somewhere in that area. But check it out. Let us know what you think of it. This has been another JVS movie review. Peace, people.